Hey guys, today we're at Brest West on another exciting 10 vs 10 here in Steel Division 2. I'm playing, Panzerverband Strachwitz, and I'm going to be focusing on this sector here. So I did bring in an ME410 to spy on the enemy. Unfortunately, a Yak 7B knocked us out of the sky. I do have a Flak 36 in here to try to hold off these enemy fighters and bombers, and we do manage to push off the IL-2 M3, preventing our Panther from getting knocked out here. Taking a look around the map, it looks like our front line is fairly stable. We got M8s coming through down here, and not much enemy activity outside of a 17-pounder trying to keep our trucks back over on the left. So in our area, I have a single Pioneer team here with the SVTs. And so you've got some enemy vehicles heading our way. I have got a recon team up here kind of going through the woods to see if I'm getting a good position. And unfortunately, my Panther just got knocked out. And I don't know if you guys caught it. I couldn't see what actually killed him off, and he was a recon unit. So Rangers get knocked out of their vehicles out in the open, taking fire from the DP-28 and SVT-40s. The 251/1 is going to do a good job here of suppressing these guys to keep them from advancing. And enemy armor has not come into range, so nice having a little 5-point mobile machine gun there. Stug 3 FA getting hit, so we see those enemy vehicles. It looks like they're M18 Hellcats. 3 of them, so that must be what took out our Panther. Looks like we got some French over here going up against Germans. And mortars, I believe, coming in our position. I changed these guys to return fire. I really want to try to keep them hidden for now and continue moving them up to spying these guys. B-26 is coming in, lots of aircraft so far in this game. Did he drop any bombs on the town? I see some coming down. And he takes out the 20mm emplacement. The Grenadiers are falling back. Over here on the left, a good engagement between Russians and some Sturm Pioneers and Valkyries. Looks like we've got an 88. This is, I guess the line's way up here, but if there was infantry coming through, that 88 would be knocked out. Guerrilla launching a 150. Looks like he's trying to hit the maybe that 17-pounder. Yep. Misses, takes out the half-track. M5 gets knocked out by a Stug 3G, and the M8 is hit by a Pac 40 on the ridgeline here. Enemy artillery, though, heading down almost on themselves. Not quite sure what he was trying to do here. I'm relocating the 251/1 to stop this rifles team from coming across. He's got no AT. So Pioneers and Rifles are fighting each other right now. And we're at a 15-13. M3 half-track goes down to a Martyr 2 out here. Got a 105 who's holding off our guys from moving forward. And it looks like we've done a pretty good job of pushing back the French here, but there's a 6-pounder bouncing shells off this Tiger. This is one of those situations where you might just want to manually redirect that to the Martyr 1 just to knock him out. Like, that's... So he's out of view, so it's doing it automatically. So he does manage to get the Martyr. So back in our zone, I've set up another Pac 40 here to cover the road. I've got it set back so that if vehicles come across here, we can knock them out. I've got another recon team coming in here to spot since our Panther was knocked out. And my reconnaissance unit is all the way back here now. The second one, or excuse me, the first one we brought in. So M18 still causing havoc for us. Looks like we spotted an M30 cargo. You don't really see those very often. Kind of an interesting unit. Might have got him there. I think we did based on the audio. So Pack 40 getting shelled and falling back. I believe he's out of high explosives. Spot an engineer leader out here. And you can see the mortars going off in the background. So he managed to knock him out, but he knows we're in here now. There was really nothing I could do since I was spotted. And I'm not blinking anymore, so if I get in visual range, he's going to see me. I'm bringing in a infantry squad over here, along with a Stug 3 F8. So that's got to be those M18. Yep, those are the M18 Hellcats there that are causing problems. They can move so fast, especially when on the road. So recon getting spotted by the M8 half-track, a recon car. And it looks like we lost an objective. So it's going back and forth over here. It's like Commonwealth and Soviets on this side. Sherman DD up here next to the recon team. I don't think he sees him yet, though. Lots of half-tracks coming in. Valkyrie's being pushed off by the Proletary. And we've got a King Tiger up here. I don't think he's going to be around for very long based on what's coming in the air. So, looks like 2 made their hits on him. 2 out of 3. Barely scratched, though. So, we've got a recon plane up here, lots of enemy equipment back here. And he's probably going to be sniffing me out. You just saw an infantry unit there. We've got a enemy rifles team here who's done some good damage to the Yegkampf team. And my recon team's pinned down. Need to move up this Panzer II. And we should be able to make quick work of him. Unfortunately, though, if I go too far, I'll get knocked out by the M18s. So it looks like we've got some Hungarians over here who are going to try to take this forested zone. I don't really have enough equipment yet to make any sort of big push. Rifles team with dual bars. No, it's single bar on me. I'm sure my grenade did some big damage to him. If I move out too far, though, there's a half-track back there. Pack 40 getting shelled down to 4 men pinned down. And this Panzer II is not a recon one, so we can't see that far. We need to move this recon team back up. Do we have any anti-tank in here? Not really. So probably a Panzer Schreck team or a team with a Panzerfaust would have made sense to bring in here. It's going to be hard to do it with a grenade bundle against these M8s with their 50 cals and the high suppression. Ranger team firing across the river at another one of our guys. And M5 Stewart firing at him as well. Looks like these guys are running out of machine gun ammo. Right now we're locked in at a 17-11, so I think winds have pushed in our favor here. Just sort of holding the line here with Sturm Pioneers and some captured T-34s. Looks like these mortars are coming in. There's a tank chasing me now. It's an M18. He's almost hitting himself here with his mortars, though, trying to get my recon team. Still firing at the Pack 40. It says it's hidden, but he must know it's there. Looks like we're going to bring in a 164mm barrage here in a moment. Rangers make it across, getting the bridge point back. Stug 3G still has machine gun ammo, but is out of high explosive. These guys are running out of ammo. So the off map will be coming here. Not sure. We didn't really... Probably should have reconned even with another 15-point recon plane. See what's up there. It looks like he decided that wasn't a good move yet, so I kind of agree with that. I brought in a second Pack 40 up here so we can cut off a rush coming through. Having two would be nice. So our King Tiger's still up, and it looks like we've got a flak half-track moving to the front lines here. Not sure about this move. I definitely want to bring in some reconnaissance with him. Could be easily ambushed. However, those 20 mils do really good work against infantry. IS-1 on the hillside here. Pretty intense battle going on in these woods. So Ox and Bucks aren't in close enough to use their grenade bundles yet. It looks like this one might be here soon. These guys are triple vetted, so no friendly mortars. Sometimes, you know, it's good to... Here we go. We got 81s back here, so he needs to get 81s in this area. Mosquito gets knocked off by the 88, who moved into position without getting knocked out. And we've got squads up here, so we're keeping that intersection. 88, I think, should be able to take out the IS-1, but he is worried and moving him back. Over here, the little assault through the forested area, not working out too well for us. Again, I think that's just the lack of anti-tank here. We don't have any real dedicated AT units. We've got a Panzer IV going in, but he's got rifles teams with bazookas or Piats. That's he's going to lose that guy. Still trying to take out my Pak 40. So there's definitely someone in here spotting. He's blinking, but I swear he can be spotted. And the Pak 40 gets knocked out. Engineers get hit and knocked out by something large. What was that over here? I know we were shooting at with the Pak 40. Oh, there's an IG-33 back here. So they've still maintained control of the bridge. We're at a 16-12. More enemy aircraft coming into the left zone here. HE-111 got his bomb load off over here and takes out an air landing and really suppresses the other guys. Tempest, though, is he going to knock him down? He does. The 37mm Flak 43 unable to suppress him enough. Guy's still not suppressed. Finally falling back. So our single vetted guys not really holding up too well against these special forces infantry. Vickers out in the road should be able to easily knock him out. So looks like our King Tiger was taken out probably by rockets here. And our teammate here wants me to attack this area. I understand. I called in a platoon of Panzer IIIs to help with this. However, they come from very far back, and it took basically when I noticed him going over, I called all these guys in as soon as I had the points. But because I saw he had nothing to deal with, even half tracks. But unfortunately, his assault got knocked out, and I called in a Pioneer team too to work on these guys. Obviously, want to try and clear infantry with the Pioneers first, and build sort of a buffer. We've got M8s in here, M18s in here, excuse me, firing at my Panzer III, so I have to retreat them. And I'm using the C key to see kind of where I can go based on what we saw here. I brought in 105s. I don't believe I have anything heavy in my deck at this point. Pretty accurate fire landing on our Pioneers right now, but no casualties yet. I'm going to pull off the half track, and so I want to say we had 4, and I've got 3 left here. Stug 4 might get knocked out by the M18, though. See, these guys, they can... He is using these exactly the way they should be used for ambush. You know, they're just so fast to move around and hide. Really kind of fun to use. And the Stug 4 gets knocked out. There's 2 of them there. And boy, those shots have been accurate. And M4 Rhino over here, trying to make it into our zone. I've called in our T-34-85 capture. Ranger team gets knocked out, and we get the bridge back. Pak 40 firing at the Rhino. I'm not sure at that distance if he will penetrate. So we got recon back in. It looks like a lot of half tracks in here, and definitely some infantry. And you can see some of these M18s over here. This 16-12. My Pioneers took 4 casualties. I'm not sure how many were from the rifles team versus artillery. They're definitely heavily suppressed. My Panzer 3H here, a little banged up as well. I think that was artillery because the bazooka would knock him out with one shot. I tried to bring in my hero, Ju-87, to take out the M18 after we spotted him, but the anti-aircraft fire just a little too strong for us. AC Mark III gets knocked out by our T-34. And we've got off-map coming in here. And he's actually trying to shell the half-track. I'm assuming he might have wanted to try to go across here with his infantry. So T-34 is just going to bounce rounds off the front there. Knocks out another recon unit. And our Ju-87 still, he's damaged right now too. I should probably just get him out of here, and I do. At least I try to. So I'm having to retreat my Panzer IIIs just due to artillery. I am trying to counter them with these 105s. We got 3 minutes left here in Phase B. 20mm ground firing on these guys. Now, these have like double, I want to say like double the range of one on a tank. They're 1,500 meters is very far for a 20mm in this game. Pioneer team just out of view of the guards over here. We should be able to surrender them easily now that they're stuck behind our line. Moving my Panzer IIIs forward cautiously. I do not want to get hit by a bazooka. I do have my second Panther in here to keep an eye on this intersection. And if we didn't notice it earlier, the other recon team here, if I recall, got surrendered after being suppressed. So, one guy left here. Let's see if we take him down. There's an M8. There's another team. These guys have the RPG-43 grenades. But there was another bar team here. And he bazookaed us. So I got to pull these guys back. I thought we were down to just a Russian squad here. More infantry coming in to support the assault in this area. Over here, not a whole lot of action. Enemy rocket fire coming in on the town. Nope, not the town. He wants to take out these mortars. Probably would have been better over here. But not pretty static. So I've got more Pioneer teams coming in to support this assault. You know, if we can clear this area out, it'd be pretty easy to clear the rest of this out. And enemy's trying to smoke, so he might be making an assault here. I think he's worried about my T-34 knocking out his stuff. And there's a Churchill 7 up there. Hurricanes came in for a strafing run. One gets knocked out by a Flak 43. Not sure what he's going for, this Stug 3. We got a Flak 38 105 too. M3 half-track goes down immediately. Mosquito coming in to do a napalm run. This time, Flak 43 able to push him off. And boy, lots of strong infantry in here. I think these are Belgians too. Good action on our left flank. Tiger here creating havoc for all these trucks coming in. Although if this 17-pounder moves up into the forest, it's going to be trouble. So it looks like, fortunately for us, we got a ton of infantry with half-track support heading to the front line. So wouldn't worry too much about that. I was trying to send in my own troops over here on the left to pressure both sides. So you can see I got my Pioneer teams moving forward along with our friendly ones here. And then I did bring in a leader. The leader comes in and a 251/1 as well. Churchill 7 gets hit by the Panther. Gets a penetration on him. And those rounds are just bouncing off the T-34. So looks like our Panzer III got taken out by artillery. We've got one left here after the other one was taken out by the bazooka. So our Panther and 85 millimeter T-34 are not able to get through that frontal armor of the Churchill. Take that back. Looks like we made it happen that time. Alright, so we've got our area being shelled here. He's not going to be able to make a breakthrough. But now that if we can clear this out, we're going to have to clear this area out, and then we'll have this flag. Really, the mortar is causing, I feel like, most of our problems here. So I've got these other leaders that come in with the 251/17Ds, which are pretty cool looking, honestly. And the shell nearly falls directly on us, blows it up as soon as it gets to the front line, takes out one of our leaders. That sucked. So, tons of M18s back here. I think we saw 5. And it hasn't been able to do much about this ridge here. You know, I really think, enemy-wise, they know we've got a PaK-40, a T-34, and more equipment. It's a pretty small area. It probably makes sense for them to use bigger artillery on it. If they use 150s or 155s on us, it'd be in a tough position. So one of our teams got surrendered here, and our leader is falling back. More mortar fire coming in, our guys. So the counter attempt I tried to do over here did not work out too well. However, we are continuing to push the line further up. So we got an M576 out here. That IG-33 still back here. Not in the best spot. Maybe move out into the open. So we're in too close here to use our MG-34s, unfortunately, but he is not. Managed to surrender one of these teams. There's another one right there, and then the half-track coming in. Half-track might get taken out by these Brandenburgers. And so after 2 grenade bundles, they get nailed. Enemy off-map coming in here, and wow, look at all these M18s. Firing at another Stuke 3 heading to the front line. That's a 50 cal fire too. He's gonna get taken out for sure. Oh, still alive. Probably not for long. So, if he stays here, hopefully our off-map can take a few of these guys out. I did bring in the JU-87 again to see if we can do something against them. Managed to knock out one. Lots and lots and lots of 50 cal fire. We're smoking. But I think we'll make it out. So off-map landing right on the enemy's concentrated units. So far, our single Pioneer team managing to hold off the enemy out here, along with our 20 mil. So I think that might be trying to counter our 105s. They've been going steady for a long time now. We're here in Phase C with 11 minutes on the tick timer. Friendly off map going down again. 20 mils firing at AC. But he's out in the open now, unfortunately. So he's probably going to take a casualty here. Nope. And the ground fire, though, is pushing him around. I'm moving up my T-34 to try and help him out. I want to keep this guy alive. But he manages to take care of it himself. Rhino's transmission gets damaged by my T-34-85. First burst of 20 mil takes out a demolition man. Second one takes out two. And the Rhino gets knocked out by the T-34-85. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know if it's just me. I swear these things do better on the Axis team than as Soviets. Like, I don't know if they adjusted their tank crew's competency, but I swear they're more accurate as a German unit than as a Soviet unit. Again, it could just be my perception. I feel like they miss a lot when I play with them as the Soviets. So, taking a look at the front line, we've managed to keep some Valkyrie squads up there, but wow. Everything over here just got wiped out, and that all those half-tracks are gone. We've got a ton of infantry very close together, so if their enemy sees that, I'm sure he'll call in all his planes again. So, things not looking great over here. But so far, I want to say, I think this was Rudd originally? I can't remember. Ground firing over here to try and knock some guys out. And this looks like off-map fire to try to prevent reinforcements. Pretty smart. Looks like we lose a half-track to off-map on our zone. And I did bring up, I don't think it's fired yet. It hasn't fired yet. The Wolframen 280s. And what I want to do is we pushed them back out of the woods over here. I want to hit this area to see if we can drive across after the suppression hits them. I've got 3 squads heading up there. Our T-34 probably going to knock out this team here. Yep. And so those mortars have been non-stop all game. I have resupplied my 105s, and again, my goal here is to try and take them down, or at least keep their heads down. So our recon team spotting the rifles team here, but they're out in the open, not in cover, so we got to pull them off. He did take a couple of casualties already, and here come the rockets. Whenever I get hit by these things, I know they're pretty devastating, so you can see the line moving now, so we definitely did something, and it looks like the enemy understands what's about to happen because we got smoke. That was perfect. The smoke was perfectly timed there, too. So T-34-85 coming up here, dueling these M18s. We knock one out. We got 2 left. We get penetrated. Trying to hold on to this Panther, and it looks like he is trying to hit it with artillery now. Cav scouts get spotted. That's probably what was spotting everything down here. Churchill's dueling this other T-34. Looks like we knocked out another Hellcat. We're pretty heavily damaged at this point. And so I think he's down to 1 or 2. And our Brandenburgers made it across. I don't know if they'll get suppressed in all the fire from the rockets. Doesn't look like it. So, next phase of attack would be to take out this area. So I'm going to start moving my things in here, start shelling the area, get some infantry across, and move up this damaged T-34 to help support this assault. Just off the line here, so I'm sure he's got infantry like right there. But out in the open, we can use our MG-34s if he opens up on us. Looks like 2 Hellcats left back here. More mortars heading in on us. So we have captured the intersection, which has been out of reach pretty much the whole game. Let's give a lot of credit to actually pretty decent strategy by Slava here with these M18s and his mortars. Like, there's 2 of us right now, and I don't think his other players in here. I know he's losing, but he's going up against a lot. My recon team's about to get into the woods. I'm trying to see if we can push this line and surrender him. Got Stug 3s here, and then I just decided it probably makes sense from everything I've seen back here to push the 105s over into that area because it's kind of concentrated. Panzer Grenadiers go down to either the M18 or that M8. Infantry coming in to try and push us back, but I don't think that's going to work unless he heavily suppresses everyone. So we finally find the enemy here. The Stuke 3s recapture the flag. 5 minutes to go. We're actually locked in at a 14-14 now. There's a big rush. I'm going to change camera. There's a big rush of enemy stuff going on over here. Takes out one of these half-tracks. This is crazy. I think these are 5 or 10 points. 10-point units. Got cavalry charge. Technicals. That is silly. Might as well take our Apple Blitz, though. And it looks like we got pushed mid. It's quite the battle over here. This is just funny, though. Let's go check back on our area. So, looks like I did... My Panzergrens made it in. You can see them here. And we've cleared the intersection. And 18 minutes on the timer. We got Rhinos heading our way along with the Crocodile. Crocodiles have 150 on the front, 95 on the side. Rhino's in pretty close. I think we can take him down. And he's making a big push right now all across the map. 2 Rhinos, Churchills, and Crocodiles. There's that 105 spot. 2 105 spotters here. Demo team probably going to knock us out. They've got their M1 Garands and flamethrowers. So bring back in Ruddle. Runs out of ammo. Almost gets one. Enemy AA fire has definitely increased here. Churchill gets knocked out. I think that was the one he damaged. So Pack 40 was taking fire. Trying to move him back into position. Churchill takes a hit from the T-34-85. Demo team too far away to use their flamethrowers. I think we could win this one. My Panzer 3H, he got brought in a couple more for infantry fire support. Only 25 points. Still dueling with this demolition team, but they're pinned, so... If we could take this entire hilltop, we could definitely run down and get these 2 flags. More friendly off-map on the enemy, but we're at a 16-12 now. 3 minutes to go, if you're still with me. Crocodile gets forced off. Definitely didn't want him getting close to my Pioneers. Crocodile knocked out by... I thought it came from over here. I don't see it. Maybe it was this guy. So brought in another T-34-85. Probably going to knock out this Rangers team. Seems like there's only one guy left. My Panzer Grenadiers get spotted by this Rhino. They may die off, but our Brandenburgers have pushed very far into enemy territory, and we finally started pushing there. Holy cow. I don't know what happened over here, but the whole forest is on fire. Mosquito coming in to napalm run us. Fortunately for us, they're just blocking us. They didn't kill anybody off. 20mm spotted somebody over here, and it looks like they killed him. We might get that flag back. We do. It looks like our T-34-85 took out a Rhino. We can probably take out these Crocodiles. I don't think they're going to be able to take out any of these units. And I'm moving... Just trying to move my Panzer 3s and T-34-85s up here. I think that Panzer 3s can go through the front of that Hellcat. So... At this point, I don't think he's coming back. There's one Hellcat back there. Did launch more of these 280s. I think there was that M5 over here. I can't remember what I was shooting at. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I assumed he had infantry in these buildings. And I wanted to see if we could rush for this flag and cap it. So it actually might work. We're in the last 30 seconds, so I wanted to see if we could get that flag. Literally flatten the building and put him on quick move. Just not worried. We got an IS-2 coming in, though. We'll see if we can cap that in the last 20 seconds here. Panzerverband takes 2 casualties. Are we going to get it? Come on, T-34. Use all your speed. You can go, what, 55 kilometers an hour? We got it. 6 seconds. No! Let's see if it stays. 2, 1. We got it. So we got a minor victory. 16 out of 28 flags after 35 minutes and 55 seconds. Let's take a look at our stats here. How did we do? We did okay at 1918 to 1405 kills wise. Let's see here. T-34 was a standout. I'm sure that's the guy who was on the hill. He took out a ton of stuff. Ruddle took out a Hellcat. 105s took out 1 mortar. They actually took out 2 Hellcats, so definitely useful. 280s did well. I'm assuming these were the guys in the valley in those houses, 2 ranger teams, and then the bar teams were probably in the forest. And T-34 85s for 95 points. Really, really great unit. Took out 2 Churchills. And then this one took out 2 Hellcats. And that one took out a Rhino. Loss-wise, the VAR teams are quite good. So Bazooka took out 2 of our units. Oh, that was a Hellcat that took that out? It looked like artillery. That's strange. Hellcats did well. 155s did okay. But Hellcats for 65 points are great. And that IS-2 at the very end knocked him out. So experience-wise, actually did 11% of the kills and had 9% of the casualties. So 35-minute match. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do something different, tell me in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.